Hello, DCeric here, and today I want to do a little review on this, the Retro Fighters Striker controller for the Dreamcast. Now you may be wondering why I'm, sounding a little frustrated, and indeed I am. First day of use, the damn thing broke on me. That's right, one of the best controllers for the Dreamcast, as far as I'm concerned, has a really cheap build. And why I think it's amazing, or could have been amazing, is it's more of a modernized look. It has a more modernized look to it. It's like an Xbox One controller, and I like that. It fits in your hand, as to the original Dreamcast look. This big, huge honking thing, and mind you, I mean it fits in the hand good and whatever. But this thing, this thing looks amazing to me. But yeah, there's a few downfalls to this thing, and I was watching one reviewer talk about the VMU slot here, and the cover and how cheap the plastic is. And I was thinking, the plastic isn't only bad there. I mean, this thing is weightless. There's nothing to it. So I mean, like, you drop this thing on the ground, it's probably gonna break. So yeah, being a third-party controller, you'd want more, but we've had issues with third-party controllers in the past. Mad Cats. I mean, there's a good example. But anyways, there was a lot of complaints from some people, by the name Retro Fighters. Mind you, the name strictly for the controller itself is Striker, but the name of the company is Retro Fighters, and you'd think they'd be more for fighting game controllers, and this was an issue to a lot of gamers because it doesn't have the 6-button layout. To me, it's not a big issue. I'm kind of used to the using the thumb pads and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a big issue. And the D-pad, I do not like this D-pad. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I never really used it much yet, but it doesn't feel right. The best thing about this controller is the joystick, and its comfort is great. And then we get to this part right here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the cool part is it's got 4 buttons here. But the biggest issue, as you can see, my thumb pad, it broke. So, yes, the cheap plastic is the reason why that broke. Let me show you this. Okay, so this is the thumb pad. And usually on like other systems like Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, I think they use like metal to hold the thumb pads in place, and there's ways of maneuvering it in there. So yeah, I don't know, like I was using the controller, and it started feeling a little flimsy, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So I was doing a little turn in Test Drive V Rally, and yeah, it broke. I'm like, that's not good. I mean, for a lot of people who will be playing fighters as well, they may use this a lot, and they'll be pounding down on it. I mean, people are rough with their controllers, and I mean, I've done the same with the Dreamcast for years, and the Dreamcast, the original Dreamcast controller, it's by far built pretty dang good. I used to think this thing was cheap, but it's not. I mean, like, if you compare it to this thing, yeah, this has got a good build. They could have done a lot more with this thing. Alright, like the D-pad, I don't know, it feels a little off. The worst part is the cheap plastic. That's not good. And now another thing that this reviewer, sorry I forget your name, he was talking about how the VMU kind of just fits in there a little tight. I don't know. It doesn't feel too bad. It's okay. But right now, as of talking about this controller and seeing a lot of people on Facebook in the Dreamcast junkyard wondering if this controller is any good, I'm telling you right now, this is not a good idea if you prefer to be using this thumb pad. Now, something tells me the reason why they put 4 here is because they knew that these would eventually break. After a day's use, I don't know. Maybe after the warranty's done and over with, yeah, that might be, but they probably never knew it would go in one day. I don't know. It doesn't look like they put much thought into holding that in place. There's a little ledge in there. Let me see if I can get that in the picture there. There's a little ledge. Now, if you can see the metal part there that's kind of sticking out, that moves, but the little ledge to the back, it does not move. So it's holding in place not so good. Like if you move the thumb pad just a little too much, you'll be breaking into that ledge. And if that ledge can't handle that strength, then as you can see, the little plastic part is going to break off. See, now this is sticking out, and on the other side it should have been sticking out as well, but like I said, yeah, that broke off. Now I like the controller. I think it's awesome, but it's pretty obvious that right now they need to kind of fix this little situation. So anyways, yeah, that's all I have for you, and hopefully you'll get a little something out of this video. Do not get this controller right now. You'll be very displeased with your purchase. Okay, now give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment and come back to watch hopefully another video on something that's not gonna displease me. Sorry, Tokyo Extreme Racer Advanced, not a very good game. And this controller, not very good either. Thanks again, and bye for now.